Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so we've got this rivalry going, the Miami Hurricanes versus the Florida State Seminoles in this one here. And so obviously Florida State, they got their eyes on the college football playoffs, but Miami would love nothing more than to spoil that for them and to rectify their season, in which they had a couple games that they lost that they felt like they should have won. So this is a chance to right the wrong if you're the Miami Hurricanes. But Florida State will not come tiptoeing into this one. They will come ready. So let's see how this one plays out. We've already got Bucks, Rays, and Bolts here in the chat saying hello. What's good with you? How are you doing? All right, meanwhile, it is Florida State with the football here out of the shotgun. And Jordan Travis already taking a deep shot. What a beautiful pass that was. But it was incomplete, just a little bit ahead of his right receiver there. But that ball was humming. I like the way that ball was in the air. All right, so already faced with 3rd and 9 again here in the first quarter with 13 minutes and 50 seconds to go offensively here for the Florida State Seminoles. So 3rd down. So if you're Miami, you want to go ahead and force a punt here. Let's see. Bucks and Ray says it should be a good one. And so that's what I'm expecting. That's exactly what I'm expecting here. Both of these teams have a lot to gain and a lot to lose in this one. So 3rd and 9 out of the shotgun here. Travis looking on the move. Throws it and it's going to be completed, but he's going to be a couple yards shy of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. And that time, felt the pressure all around him that time, was on the move, was able to throw it to Johnny Wilson there for 7 yards, but that will bring out, looks like the punt unit here. Oh, man, so tell me, Bucks, Ray, and Bolts, what is your score projection for this game? Meanwhile, I do need to go ahead and set up the poll question here for us. Meanwhile, we've got the punter out. Let's see if we get a return here. Punt's on the way. Tried to angle that one. And oh, it's going to take a nice bounce. Can they save it? And yes, they do. What a tremendous punt by the Florida State Seminoles there. That's exactly how you draw it up there. I mean, there's not too many things to get excited about a punt, but when you do pin a team deep within their own 5, and look at that, tremendous job there, not just by the punter, but also by the punt coverage unit as well. He gave them time. They got down there, kept the ball in play, and lucky for them, they got the bounce that they needed. All right, so Buck says Florida State 28, Miami 25. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. I can also see like 31-27 being the final score. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10 here from their own 2-yard line. They're going to line up in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Gets the snap. Has it. Has time. Throws it deep in the middle. Incomplete in the double coverage there. Incomplete. That time, just the sheer confidence that he had in his offensive line to give him time was crazy on that one. I mean, from my own 2-yard line, I don't know if I would have held the ball with that kind of confidence. And this is Emory Williams in there at quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes. And against Clemson, he was 24 of 33, 151 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in that game. Again, they won that one in overtime against Clemson. And so, but I think that's a good score there. But yeah, 31-27 there, Florida State, I feel like. And I feel like Miami can jump up to a lead potentially at some point, but then Florida State just ices it in the end. Meanwhile, they hand it to the back up the middle. Fighting forward there. Let's see how many yards they credit him for. Probably about a good 3-4 yards there. 3rd down coming up. All right, so here we go. So they got 3rd and 6 coming up here. Again, from their own 6-yard line. So if you're Florida State, you get this stop here, you most likely will end up getting good field position, not to mention the potential of blocking a punt in the end zone here. So you really want to get a stop here if you're the Florida State Seminoles. But let's see what the Hurricanes do here offensively with 3 receivers. Gets the snap, quarterback looking, has time, throw it over the middle, Incomplete. Ball went off his receiver hands that time, and lucky for them, that ball did not float in the air any longer. Otherwise, it could have been picked. But tremendous job there by the defense. And again, this was all set up thanks to the punter driving them back deep. And then the defense went out there and did their thing. So now we're going to bring out the punt unit for the Miami Hurricanes. And that time, I mean, you had a receiver who should have been able to make that catch pretty easily, but quarterback did not throw that one on the money. Fourth down here. Dalen Joyce, the punter for the Hurricanes, gets the punt off. And again, you had to have awareness if you're that punter to make sure you didn't step out of bounds before you even punt the ball and give them 2 points there. But Florida State will take over here from about their own 45-yard line. So we'll see how they do here on this second offensive drive. All right, but this gives me an opportunity during a commercial to set up the poll question. All right, let's get this poll question started here. All right, so we've got the poll question up here. Who will win, Florida State or Miami? And again, we are at the commercial right now. See if the Seminoles can get things going here offensively, because I expect a big day here from Jordan Travis in this one. And so we've got Phoenix in the building. Phoenix, what's good with you? And so Phoenix says, what up, JB Nation? And so, hey, just hoping for a great game here today, in which I feel like we will have one here. So Florida State being undefeated and, of course, trying to make their bid for the college football playoffs, in which they control their own destiny at this point. They're currently number 4 ranked in terms of the eyes of the committee here. And the schedule does favor them the rest of the way, but they've still got to go out there, take care of business. Couple rivals to finish out the season with, and we know how rivals can be. Regardless of record, it will be a great game. But yes, I am doing great. Just finished watching that Michigan and Penn State game. All right, 1st and 10 here from their own 45-yard line. Gives it to the back. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry, taking it to about the 49-yard line of the Seminoles. Again, here in the first quarter, with 11 minutes and 38 seconds to go, with Florida State and Miami still 0-0. Looking to see who's going to get the first points here. Seminoles already lined up. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Play fake. Travis throws it, gets it to the big tight end. He's going to be a yard shy of that first down marker. He's got some size on him. And so Kenneth You've got the crew coming in here. Kenneth, what's good with you? Kenneth says, hey, my friend, how are you doing today? And I'm doing good. Let's go Noles. And so, yes, let's go Noles. And shout out to all of our veterans out there. Happy Veterans Day to, all the veterans out there. If you happen to know a veteran or just any veteran that we cross, shout out to them and happy Veterans Day. 31 here for the Seminoles. Travis pitches it. The back finds a way to get a first down, and he's doing more than that. He's going to take this one all the way to the house, it looks like. That's a touchdown. Now, I do want to see the replay to make sure he stayed in bounds there, but if so, that was tremendous footwork to work that sideline there, because I honestly thought he was about to lose yards, and then I thought he was going to go out of bounds, but he found a way to make a play there. And it wasn't easy because 51 was right there. 51 whiffed on it. And so, let me see that last foot there. Terrible angle. This one might be coming back. This one will be coming back, actually. Yeah, this one will be coming back. But it was a great effort nonetheless there. But yeah, this one will be coming back. Man, sometimes it doesn't pay to have big feet, right? He just stepped out of bounds there. But it was a tremendous effort. All right, still, again, first quarter, 10 minutes and 34 seconds to go. They've got two receivers at the bottom of the screen, one at the top of the screen here. Got a tight end in the back also. All right, Travis making adjustments. Hurricanes looking like they want to bring pressure up the middle. And he fakes it to the back, throws it. Ooh, incomplete. He tried to fire that one in there, but that's incomplete. Second down coming up here, 2nd and 10. All right, so 2nd down and 10. So far, Jordan Travis, he is 3 of 4 for 29 yards passing so far in this one. Make that 3 of 5. All right, we got 2nd and 10. Feeds it to the back, and he's going to pick up 2 yards on the carry, bringing up 3rd down here. So at 3rd and 8, let's see if Jordan Travis can get his team a first down here. All right, shotgun. Travis throws it, gets the completion to his tight end all by himself, and he takes it all the way to the 21-yard line there, and a first down for the Florida State Seminoles in this one. Again, first quarter, 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go. That was a big 3rd down conversion there. But honestly, they let the tight end all by himself. Whose responsibility was the tight end on that play? Because literally there was nobody near him, and the linebacker looked like he had never even seen a tight end a day before in his life trying to figure out how to get to him. So I want to know who missed that assignment. Feeds it to the back again, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picked up a yard on the play. All right, so we got 2nd and 10. 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Travis throws it incomplete. Oh man, he got to the back before the back even make a play on that one. But there's already a penalty. Already a penalty. All right, that's going to be offsides there on the Hurricanes. So Hurricanes not doing themselves any favors right now. And we've seen this drive continue to move. And so this is an opportunity right now for Florida State to establish the lead in this one here. And we thought they had a touchdown earlier, but this is a real chance to actually go out there and get one. Let's see how many votes we've got so far for the poll question. So 3 votes so far, all favoring Florida State. Okay. No love for the Hurricanes. 2nd and 5. Travis throws it over the middle. That's going to be completed and a first down. So now we got first and goal. All right, current drive, 8 plays, 48 yards, about 3 minutes and 40 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock here. Opportunity here, so let's see if they can cash in the end zone. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers at the top of the screen here. Gets the snap, feeds it to the back up the middle, who's going to pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. If you are the Hurricanes here, you understand the importance of holding in the 3 points as opposed to a touchdown. The last thing you want is to try to get into a shootout with this team. You want to slow things down. And if you can hold them to 3 points here, that's big. Gives it to the back, and he's fighting forward. And with the help of his lineman, that's going to be a touchdown, Florida State. And this one will stand. I mean, he fought for all he could. Then his lineman just grabbed him and slung him across the goal line there into the end zone for a touchdown. Ten plays, 55 yards, 4 minutes and 38 seconds in terms of time of possession on that drive. And so we've got Mike in the building. Mike, what's good with you? Mike says, what up, JB? And so, just over here enjoying the game. How are you doing, Mike? How are you? How are you, and how are you feeling about your Buffalo Bills right now? And Buck says, let's go. He is fired up for this, and so got the touchdown. They tried to take a touchdown from him earlier, but it wasn't meant to be because they still scored a touchdown anyways. Jordan Travis, 5 of 7 so far, and this was 54 yards passing. All right, Trey Benson, he's got 5 carries, 19 yards. So Florida State moving. Let's see how the Miami Hurricanes will respond, as the only time we've seen them with the ball offensively, they were pinned deep in their own territory. In order for this to be a great game like we're hoping for it to be, Miami's got to find a way to respond. And again, we are at the commercial here. Thanks to the touchdown scored by the Florida State Seminoles, put themselves ahead 7-0 in this contest here in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Let's see. Buck says Colorado 24, Arizona 17 at halftime. And so I am looking forward to the second half there. Should be a lot of passing yards here for Noah in the second half, I would imagine. But that is a little surprising there. That is a little surprising that things are going how they're going so far. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be interesting to see how things play out. All right, again, we are still at the commercial. All right, so speaking of which, let me see how other games are going across the league right now. Currently, all right, so that game is at halftime. Kansas State up big against Baylor right now, 35-7. Washington's up on Utah 7-0. Let's see, UCF. UCF beating Oklahoma State. Now that's interesting, 14-0 in that one. Okay. Braden, the moment my eyes came across that Iowa Rutgers score right there, I you came up at the same exact time, Braden. How are you doing today? So far, we've got 5 votes. All 5 votes are for Florida State. Will this be the first time throughout JV Nation's history where we all pick the same team is going to win? That would be insane. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Miami Hurricanes. Looking to see if they can respond here. It's going to be on the shoulder of Williams. All right, trips at the bottom of the formation. One receiver at the top. Florida State thought there was movement. Referee throws the flag finally. I thought Miami was going to get away with it, but referee seen it. Let's see. Braden says good. All right, so we got 1 vote to come in here for Miami. Braden, was that you, Braden? Did you do it just because? He said history will not be made today. But Braden said he's doing good. And so, oh man, Braden. All of a sudden, Braden, your fantasy football team is looking like like ace. Either you're catching people at the right time or what. And you said you saw Ohio State lost, but the Lakers won last night. You could have just said the Lakers won. You didn't have to mention the Ohio State Buckeyes program. You didn't have to. You didn't have to. All right, 1st and 15. Feeds it to the back. Ooh, off the left side, still on his feet, taking on the contact, goes to the basket about the 28-yard line there. A little bit of pushing and shoving there. Like to see that in a good, healthy rivalry. Braden says LOL. Over the Braden, I need your Iowa Hawkeyes. If there was a way it could finish 0-0, I would need that, but unfortunately somebody's got to score. So maybe beat them just 3-0 or something like that. But I need you guys to beat you guys to the max today. That's the only way to salvage JB's day at this point because the early games went terrible based upon how I projected it was going to go. Meanwhile, they give it to Fletcher Jr. He picks up 4 yards in the play. He's got 3 carries for 16 yards in this one. 3rd and 3 coming up. Can the Hurricanes get a first down? Braden says that Mr. JB can still beat you this week. Well, it's going to depend on Baker Mayfield. That's pretty obvious. If Baker Mayfield goes out there and has one of his better games, I think he wins. But if Baker goes out there and has an average or below average game, he loses because his entire team is tied to Baker this week. So since Jalen Hurts is on a bye, I know for me, A.J. Brown's on a bye, so tough week. All right, 3rd and 3. Williams throws it, gets the completion, still on his feet. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, the 30, brought down at the 25-yard line. Had him on skates out there in the secondary. Big first down here for the Miami Hurricanes. And that was 43 yards there. Way to get your first completion of the game. Braden says, we'll try. See, that's what I need. I don't need you guys to try. I need you guys to not try today. 1st and 10, Williams in the pocket, throws it over the middle. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up here. 2nd and 10. Again, first quarter, 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the first. Florida State Seminoles leading this one 7-0 so far in this one. Let's see. Braden says if Baker scores 18 or more points, you lose. That's your prediction? Absolutely, because odds are if he throws a touchdown it's probably going to one of the guys on Mr. JB's team. So, because he's got some, or even if they run the ball in there with the running back. So, if Tampa Bay goes out there and has a great game just in general and drop 40 points, you're in trouble. All right, hands it to the back. And, ooh, nice stuff there by the defense. So he went nowhere. But yeah, Brady, that's really the formula. You need to be Tennessee's biggest hype fan, at least defensively. At least defensively. Got Tyler Van Dyke on the sideline over there. Reading off the play sheet. Man, how things have fallen apart for this man. All right, 3rd and 8. Receiver goes in motion. Again, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back here. Shotgun formation, 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Gets the snap. Florida State's in the pressure. And the pressure got to him right up the middle. Right up the middle. Excellent play right there. I got to tip my hat there to the defensive coordinator. He drew up an excellent blitz there. You can see Mike linebacker comes up the middle, untouched. Running back is too busy focused on the guy on the outside. There's nothing a quarterback can do. You just have to be, I don't know, you got to be Mike Vick in his prime to get away from something like that. There's nothing that quarterback could have done. Let's see, Braden says the Titans do have a pretty good defense, though, but it's a pretty good pass defense, though. I know they're pretty solid. I'm trying to think. I feel like, did somebody tear them apart defensively recently? Meanwhile, the field goal, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He will not be allowed on the beach this weekend kicking like that. Terrible kick. He missed it. He missed it. Braden says Mizzou in the red zone. Okay. Okay. Hey, Braden, how'd you feel about that Michigan-Penn State game? How'd you feel about that? How did everybody here feel about John Harbaugh's situation? Do you guys feel like it was the right move by the Big Ten to go ahead and attempt to anyway suspend him for the rest of the season? Do you think it was foul play? How do you guys personally feel about this situation? Not including the fact that if you don't like John Harbaugh, we get that, that's personal. But if it was any other coach and all like that, would you still feel the same way? Let me know your thoughts about what the Big Ten tried to do basically, because Michigan won anyway, so it didn't matter. But you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. And keep the votes coming in here. Florida State versus Miami. Let me know who you got. Let's see. Buck says long field goal, 51 yards, and he whiffed it. He whiffed it. The way he kicked that ball, he wouldn't have made it from 41 yards. Braden says it was an ugly game. And so the game, that was the only thing that JV projected correctly. Knowing those two teams, knowing how both of them really didn't want to pass the ball that much in that game. They just want to stick to running the ball. Penn State tried their very best to avoid passing the ball. I remember that 4th down play that they converted when they tossed the ball to the back and then the back threw the ball to the quarterback. They'd rather anybody else throw the ball than their quarterback. That kid at Penn State is holding them back. And I mean, they do miss Sean Clifford. They do miss him tremendously, but this just was. They played scared offensively. The play calling was scared, at least early on. They played very scared, too timid. You're not going to knock down Michigan playing timid like that. You got to be more balanced than that. But they just kept trying to run the ball, seeing that it was not working and stuff like that. As for Michigan, I told a homeboy of mine, I was like, hey, take the over on the player props when it comes to, I forget their running back, number 2. Damn it. Blake Crum. Yeah, Blake Crum. And all like that. I was like, take the over on him for carries and stuff like that, for yards, because Michigan has been saving him specifically for the Penn State and the Ohio State game. That is why he does not get too many carries in all the other games, because quite frankly, Michigan does not need him to carry the ball that much against those other teams. They have to save him for the 2 games of the year that actually matter on their schedule. And so, let's see. Braden says they should have handled it after the season. Also, the whole thing is a mess. And let's see, Buck says it was a bad game. He said, don't worry, have coaching job again in NFL all season. So you already know. You already know. In my mind, he's already going to Chicago Bears and stuff like that. Send him to the Chicago Bears. I would actually like to see that. I would like to see that. The Chicago Bears, it would be great. And a bit of me also would love to see him go to the Raiders as well. personally, but I feel like the Bears make the most sense. Absolutely. And so this is coming from an Ohio State fan. What they did to Michigan was pretty foul. That was pretty foul. You know, you take away the coach, let's wait till we conclude all the evidence and stuff like that. But what you're doing is you think you're punishing this team, but you just gave them more motivation to go out there because now they're angry. They have more of a chip on their shoulder. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Are you trying to help them win the Big Ten here? I'm like, they don't need any more motivation. What are you doing? They did a disservice to everybody else. They could have waited to the end of the season, maybe suspending him the first couple games of next year and all like that, you know, the non-conference games. But we're too late in the season for that. I don't like in-season type of stuff like that, you know, because if it was my team, I'd be out here. I'd probably live stream from sun up to sundown, complaining until they tell me or take down my stream or something to shut it down at that point. All right, 2nd and 8 here for Florida State Seminoles. Again, here in the first quarter, 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the first. Florida State finds himself with the football and the lead. Braden says 7-7 in the Washington-Utah game. Braden says now they're going to destroy Ohio State again. And so, hey, now, Braden, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that. 2nd and 8. Feeds it to the back. Still on his feet somehow. Fighting forward there. He's about 2 yards shy of that first down marker. 3rd down coming up. Let's see, Buck says John Moran only got 20 games. And so, you know what? I almost forgot how long his suspension was. Almost forgot. But what I didn't forget is that my Lakers needed that win against the Phoenix Suns, man. We've been up and down, man. And like, why can't we just get off to a good start? Why can't we just pick up where we left off? Why we got to start all over? Ugh. Braden, keep me up to date with what's going on with the Rutgers and the Hawkeyes here. Like, just keep your boy updated with that one. And let me know when they go to halftime. I want to see if they put up some picks here at halftime, maybe make some additional picks here. Because everything else has been falling apart, but I can always count on Iowa to be Iowa. Brandon says, I know you wouldn't be mad at the NFL suspending Matt Patricia during the season last year. No, they should have did that. Now, they should have did that. They should have did that. Let's see, Brandon says Cam Reddish looked good. And so that he did. That he did. Meanwhile, the injured player, Taylor III for the Miami Hurricanes, they're assisting him to the sideline. Again, still first quarter with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go. That Ole Miss and Georgia game, JB is almost willing to guarantee Georgia wins that game by about at least 20 points. At least 20 points. I'm thinking closer to 30, but at least 20 points. Georgia beats Ole Miss. But it depends. They might can move the ball and keep it within like close to 20. Meanwhile, what a nice carry there by Travis there. He picked up the first down. Brandon says 0-0 still. Okay. Let's keep it that way for a while. Let's keep it that way all the way through halftime. Let's just keep it that way. But you guys can run the ball, though, Brandon. Like, you guys can run the ball every play. Just keep doing that. Let's see. Buck says, don't think it'll be a good game. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a good game either. That's why I stayed clear of that game. Like, I stayed clear of that one. All right, 1st and 10, feeds it to the back. Brought down almost at midfield there. Got tripped up on the play. 1 minute and 28 seconds to go here in the first. All right, 2nd and 7. I thought the Louisville Cardinals were in trouble the other night, but they came through and pulled it out at the end. But that was way too close for comfort for them. See if I have any games that are currently on the way now. Nope, I've got the late windows. Okay. Travis throws it, gets the completion, knocked forward all the way to, let's see what they're marking down now, but that's a big pickup there. So Florida State, they're moving. They are moving and grooving right now. All the way to the 32-yard line of the Miami Hurricanes here. Buck says, could upset, never know. That is true. You never know. But if JB had $1 million and they're like, hey, you got to put it all on one game, that's probably the game that JB's going to put it on, that Georgia's going to win that one. All right, 1st and 10. Travis taking a shot to the end zone here. Incomplete. Incomplete. No flags on the play. So that's going to be incomplete. 17 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Speaking of upset, though, that UCF-Oklahoma State game, UCF's up 14-0. They gave Oklahoma problems and stuff like that. So UCF flying under the radar. All right, so we got 2nd and 10. Buck says FSU's about to blow them out. And so, Bucks, I'm starting to get a little afraid that this is about to happen. I'm starting to get a little afraid that this is about to happen. If that's the case, Miami's going to end up on my ban list. Because every time I try to stream the Hurricanes and show them some love here, they do this to me. Except for that one time against Texas A&M, I think 2 years ago, where it was just a terrible, terrible game. Let's see. Braden says a Virginia player had to have spinal surgery after the game. Ooh. Was that their running back Jones, I think? Perry Jones? I think that was him, Perry Jones. I remember he had got hurt, but I remember I did not see his injury and stuff like that. So, oh man. Oh man. Any updates on that one, Braden? Like hopefully some positive news? I did not know that. Let's see, Braden says 10-7 Washington. And so, all right, so Washington 10-7. I hear that they're a win. Like, I guess the weather's supposed to be not ideal in that matchup. So we'll see how that one goes. But Tennessee and Mizzou, I considered doing Tennessee and Mizzou. I considered doing that, but I just did Mizzou last week, and I did Tennessee at least once already this year. I don't know about twice, but at least once. So figured I'd do Florida State and Miami this time. All right, receiver goes in motion. Travis on the move. Travis throws it, gets the completion and a first down, taking it all the way to about the, let's see if they mark him at the 17-yard line. That's exactly where they mark him out at. So, oh man, another successful drive so far it's seeming to be. 7 plays, 50 yards, just under 4 minutes in terms of time possession, and that's how we will end the first quarter in this one. And so, Joe Brown, what's good with you? Absolutely. Braden says he is still in the hospital, and so I can imagine so. Yeah, after spinal surgery. Oh yeah, I can imagine so. But definitely, any good news is like definitely what we're hoping for there. Oh man, you hate to hear that, and also hate to hear the passing of that former NFL player who played for the Raiders. I believe his name was DJ. Was it Hayden? DJ Hayden? Like, was he 33 years old that passed away in a car accident? And so, hate to hear that car collision. And so, absolutely. All right, well, again, we're currently here at the commercial as it's the end of the first quarter. All right, so JB's looking at his pick'ems to see if maybe these games here might actually do me some good. I don't know. All right, so far looking much better here. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. Braden says DJ Hayden, yeah, and he and the five other people died. So sad. And so, oh man, five other people too. Oh man, hate to hear it. Hate to hear it. Actually, Bucks, Rays, and Bolt says Florida State 42-10 type of game now. And so, how generous of you to give them 10 points at this rate. But but yeah, I'm starting to see that being the case here. Probably 38 to probably 38 to like 10, 38 to 17 type of finish. But still early in this one. Oh man, Braden, I just checked on your boy, Deacon Hill. So far, one passing yard. Tell him to keep that energy. I took all his receivers under, and their stat lines are very low. I took him under as well. So tell your boy Deacon Hill to keep doing what he's doing. Matter of fact, I hope that y'all running back runs it in there, falls in the end zone one quick time for like a touchdown or something like that. And then after that, no more scores the entire game. Therefore, you guys can just keep running the ball. Speaking of running the ball, here Florida State trying to run the ball and fighting for about 2 yards there. Now that the second quarter is on the way with the Seminoles up 7-0. Let's see, Buck says Florida State only favored 14 points. Crazy. I guess they did that out of respect to the rivalry and stuff like that. And also Miami being 6-3. I guess that's the reason why, just because it's a rivalry, they tend to make it, I guess, seem closer. But man, Braden says, I was looking at the history of Florida State versus Miami rivalry and couldn't believe how many missed field goals decided games. I remember that. I remember that. Like I remember back in the days when I would watch like a Kyle Wright go out there and just lead his team for the Hurricanes up and down. Okay, not up and down the field. It was more like occasionally every time I guess the sky turned purple, they get in field goal range just to miss. And so it was just it was a time period where it came down to who's going to miss the least amount of field goals to win the game. There was a period where that was the case when they transitioned from being a championship team to just being an average team during that time. All right, but 3rd and 8 throws it up there, and that's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Good coverage on the play, but ball was in his hand. 4th down coming up. All right, let's see if Braden might have jinxed this game or something. Braden says, classic Iowa football. At least our basketball teams can score. Yes, and let's keep it that way. Let's stick to tradition today, Braden. Kick is up. Kick is good. Braden says 7-3 Tennessee. Okay, okay. Yeah, Lewis would be so proud to see that I went ahead and took the under on those Iowa players. I see Colorado and Arizona's tied up 24-24. And UCF extended their lead 17-0, Oklahoma State. Okay. And Oklahoma State coming off a big win last week, I believe. I think, did they not beat Oklahoma last week? Let's see, Buck says, ahead of you, JB. And so, okay, bet. At least I know now that you're looking into the future. It doesn't happen until JB sees it. All right, kickoff about to be on the way. Let's see if we get a return here by the Hurricanes. And no return here. All right, let's see what this Miami Hurricane team can do here. Trailing 10-0 right now, so offense got to get something going. Yeah, so with Penn State losing, that's going to drop down. And man, if you're Penn State, you've already failed all of your season goals. No matter what happens the rest of the way, you already failed all of your season goals. All right, here we go from there on 25-yard line. Feeds it to the back. Off the right guard. He picks up about 4 yards on the play. Almost 5. Braden says, I love how you didn't even give a thought of streaming the Thursday game. Braden. Oh dear. Yeah, that thought went out the window. Love Lewis, but not his team. And then against Carolina, even though the game was close, it still seemed like a failure of a selection to put it on Thursday. Like, I could not believe that we're not flexing games out at this point. At first, I was against flexing. I was like, let every team have their shine. No, because somehow you're always putting the Bears up there. You're always putting the Jets up there. We're seeing the same teams and stuff like that on these primetime matchups. All right, 2nd and 21. Williams throws it, gets it to his receiver. He's running, using that speed, got the first down, brought down at about the 40-yard line. Excellent job there. Just get the ball in his hand. And Braden, will you guys stop trying to pass the ball here? I see what your guy did there. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. 24 yards, that's enough to mess up somebody's stats right there. So I am not impressed. All right, meanwhile, we've got an injured Florida State player. Okay, looks like that was to the running back. Okay. But yeah, don't do it again. And again, we are at the commercial here. I see that the Washington-Utah game still 10-7. Okay. Meanwhile, Northwestern up 14-3 over Wisconsin. Syracuse with the lead, 7-3 in the second quarter over Pittsburgh. Purdue over Minnesota, 14-10. Okay. Ooh, Auburn's up 21-0 over Arkansas. Okay. I hope that they're running the ball and not passing, because I surely took the player prop under for Thorne. Well, yeah, Braden, I just thought about what you said. Because normally I at least put the stream up there and consider it, but that time there was no consideration whatsoever. We just purely just skipped it as if it didn't exist. I'll ask you guys this question. Who's the biggest fraud right now? The biggest pretender in the top 10 right now in college football, in your opinion? Who is the biggest fraud of a program right now in the top 10? Let's see. Braden says, yeah, I noticed those things, JB. Yeah, I tried to motivate myself there for that one, but I just could not do it. Two teams going nowhere. I was like, we'll talk about them during the NFL draft next year, or the pre-draft. Hurricane skipped to the back, and he picks up about a yard and a half. Again, that was Fletcher on the carry. He's got 6 carries for 23 yards. Second and 9, and I'm sorry, not Wilson, Williams threw that one incomplete. Third down coming up. I'll tell you what, though, Alabama jumped all over Kentucky earlier today. I thought they were going to drop like 60 points on the boys earlier today. All right, I see Utah with the lead. Okay. All right, third and 9. Looking. He's going to take off. Oh, he's brought down for the sack there. Might want to think twice about that one. And that was Deloach with the sack. Braden says, I don't know, honestly. Okay. Okay. So he says right now he does not know, honestly. And we appreciate honesty here. Yeah, just trying to look in the top 10 and see who is a pretender. I mean, I don't know if anybody would qualify for pretender in that top 10 personally. I feel like every year there is at least one, but trying to identify who that team is, I just don't know. I mean, could we say, I can even say Bama after watching their performance lately. Bama has flipped the script. So I don't know who that fraud is. Penn State won't be in the top 10 anymore, so I can't necessarily use them. I know who. Ole Miss. Ole Miss is the fraud that's in the top 10. Totally forgot about them. Yep, very fraudulent. And we're about to see that tonight. They're going to get exposed. Ole Miss. Somehow I forgot they were ranked in the top 10. All right, first and 10. Ooh, got that one off just before the hit got to him, and his back is still going. Tried to hit the spin button there, but it wasn't working. It glitched on him, so he fell. But a nice play and good job there by Jordan Travis, honestly, getting rid of that ball there because that guy was coming from behind. You hold that ball another 2 seconds, we're talking a fumble probably picked up going the other way. All right, again, we got 7 votes in this one, with the Florida State Seminoles leading the poll here. All but one person so far have chosen Florida State. And ooh, gets their back in the backfield. I'm like, Braden, shouldn't you guys be at halftime already? Like, why is there still so much time left on the clock? You guys aren't running the ball the way you're supposed to. All right, 2nd and 13. Braden says, yeah, I forgot about Black Medicine's favorite team, Ole Miss. He never refers to them as Ole Miss. He replaces the M and the P. That's what he does. All right, and again, we're at the commercial here. All right, Braden, I see that your Hawkeyes got the ball almost at about midfield here. So under 9 minutes to go. No excuse to stray away from running the ball. Just keep running the ball. Just keep running. That's it. Just keep running. Braden says, oh, I know. I feel like you know too much now, Braden. You know too much at this point. Oh, well, there goes my picks. My picks are just up in flames right now. Yeah, my picks are just up in flames. Oh boy. Yeah, let me know when you guys hit halftime, and I hope that they put you guys up in terms of player props in the second half. And again, it was a timeout that was called, so 2nd and 13 for Florida State from their own 27-yard line. All right, so getting ready to return back to the action here shortly. All right, 2nd and 13. Feeds it to the back, and not going anywhere on that play. 3rd down coming up. Ten minutes to go here in the second quarter. Again, Florida State Seminoles right now leading this one 10-0 over the Miami Hurricanes. But Miami has forced them into a 3rd and 14 situation here. So if they can get a stop here from Florida State's own 21-yard line, that'll be big here for the Hurricanes. Jordan Travis looking. Throws it, gets the completion to the receiver, and he picks up a yard on the play. And this defense is going to force Florida State to punt the ball. Now, the defense, try as they might, at some point, they're going to need this Hurricanes offense to wake up if they're going to have the game that we're hoping for. Braden, your boy is passing too much. He's passing too much. Punt's on the way. Catch it from his own 18-yard line. Okay. All right, and again here in the second quarter, 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Oh, that's one that's one serious looking Hurricane fan right there. He's like, wait a minute, I've seen this offense all season long. He's like, come on, we gotta do something. All right, shotgun here. From his own 18, feeds it to the back. In the back with some room here. Breaks one, trying to get outside here. Trying to do the Derrick Henry stiff arm, but he realized he's not built like that, so he goes on a bounce instead. Business decision there. I felt like the stiff arm did him more damage on that play. It pushed him backwards. Uh-oh, Braden says that Michael Penix just dropped a dime. And so you're talking about the future New England Patriot or potentially maybe even Green Bay Packer? Maybe? Michael Penix? I wonder who is Green Bay eyeing in the draft if they have to draft someone to replace Jordan Love. Who do they want? Feed it to the back again, and he gets brought down, but it should be a first down. Let's see where they spot the ball at. Oh, man, just looking at those throwback colors, they look almost like UGA, honestly. Just off the colors in its black and white format. Let's see, Braden says, an old lineman. First and 10. And the back picks up 2 yards there on the carry. Second down coming up. Running the ball, a good philosophy. Iowa needs to do more of it. Do you guys still have the ball right now, Braden? You guys better come over the field goal. At 2nd and 8. Throws it. Gets it completed there. Third down coming up here, but it makes third a lot much more manageable here after picking up about 5-6 yards in the play. Let's see, Braden says, yep. All right, if you guys do score a touchdown, go for 2. Don't go for the extra point. Go for 2. I took the under on extra points for Iowa, so don't go for the extra point if you do score. Go for 2. It's what you do. All right, 3rd and 8. On the move. Williams takes on the contact there. There was no hesitation in his body for that one. He's like, I'm built for this. That's a first down there for the Hurricanes. Sometimes if you can't get it done through the air, you do it on the ground. Gotta be careful there, son. I mean, at some point, we got to start calling the offensive player for leading with the crown of the helmet. At some point. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Feeds it to the back. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at that. Takes it to about the 34-yard line, utilizing that speed right there. Big time play for the Miami Hurricanes, something that they desperately needed to have right there, and they got it. Excellent vision there by the back as well to know where you're trying to get to and find that hole. Braden says they never go for two. Oh, man, Braden. All right, I need y'all to kick a field goal like now. Like, stop playing around. Kick a field goal. All right, 1st and 10. Play fake. Throws one up there, taking a shot, and it's incomplete. Will there be a flag? No flag. I don't see a flag out there. At least I don't see one. Yeah, I don't see a flag out there. Okay. And it says in the red zone. Oh no, the red zone is usually the dead zone if you're a Hawkeye. Oh boy. Come on, Rutgers defense. Nothing personal. You guys can win, but only by kicking field goals. No extra points. All right, 2nd and 10. Feeds it to the back. Oh, he's got the first and then some. Oh, wow. Takes it all the way to the 5-yard line before he's basically thrown out of bounds there. But now we are in the red zone here for the Miami Hurricanes here after that 29-yard run. Okay. Okay. Can they cash it in and get a touchdown here? Feeds it to the back here. Florida State says it's not going to be that easy. They say it's not going to be that easy. Braden says they're going to have to kick a field goal. And so, yes, good. Now, I hope he makes it, Braden. I need him to make it. I need you guys to have the lead. All right, I see he already made it. Thank you so much, the score. So he made the field goal. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So you guys got the lead now. You got your 3 points here. So if you play great defense, just run the ball, you'll win it. So continue to do that in the second half. Don't worry about passing the ball. Let's not get fancy. Let's not do no trick plays. None of that is. None of it. 2nd and goal. Feed it to the back, and the back up the middle. Yeah, denied again. Denied again. All right, now I need Rutgers to do their part as well. Run that ball, Rutgers also. Just keep running that ball. Third and goal, throws one up there. Ooh, that was pretty. That's a catch for a touchdown. Touchdown Hurricanes. And that was Curious George with a catch right there. Poor guy. He's like, no, that's not my name. Braden says 3-0. Let's see. Braden says, what is a trick play, JB? Never heard of that. I'm sorry. I thought you guys might have been inspired by Penn State today. Have their running back throw the ball. But 11 plays, 82 yards, 6 minutes and 5 seconds on that drive in terms of time of possession off the clock. That's exactly how you draw it up. Because when you do that, you keep Florida State on the sideline there and you wear out their defense. Excellent drive there by the Miami Hurricanes. And now we officially have ourselves a game in this one. But Buck says not over yet. He says not over yet. We did leave 2 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock here for Florida State Seminoles to work with, so plenty of time here before we reach halftime here, and just more motivation for Jordan Travis to go out there and make it work. Brady says, Curious George finally made it to college. At least we know he made it to the football field. Can't guarantee anything's happening in the classroom there, but yes. Oh, man. Meanwhile, that Arizona-Colorado game still tied up 31-31 in that one in the fourth. What a game that one is. Meanwhile, Mizzou's up on Tennessee 10-7. I think Mizzou is the better team of the two, although it is close like their rankings indicate. But to me, you just don't know what you're going to get out of the quarterback position from Joe Milton each and every week. 1 week he'll go out there and look great, and the next 2 weeks he'll go out there and look like stale bread. So, yeah. But what's going on with Oklahoma State? Because UCF is taking them out to the barn and beating them right now 24-0. Braden, I need your team to keep that same energy for me in the second half and keep Rutgers at bay. Please do that for me. Meanwhile, Rutgers, please just go ahead, run out this clock here, take it to halftime. Please. But there's a bunch of teams that are getting closer to halftime now from this window of games. Again, Florida State up 10-7, but the Miami Hurricanes were the last team to score a touchdown. Let's see, Braden said, did you see what James Madison did in basketball? I did not, Braden. What did they do? Now I'm curious. What did they do? Come on, people. Please put up the Iowa Rutgers game here at halftime. Please do it. Let's see. Buck says Washington losing 2. And so, yep, 21-17. 21-17. It would be shocking to me if Utah won that one there. Because then that's going to make JB like, well, I like Oregon, but Washington beat Oregon. But if Washington lost to Utah and stuff like that, like assuming that that's how that played out, then you have that whole scenario about who's deserving and who's not, all that stuff, which makes for great debate. All right, so kickoff on the way. No return here by the Florida State Seminoles. Here in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to play before halftime. Oh, wow. UGA has won 26 straight games against Ole Miss. That can't be right. 26 straight? Wow. Insane. All right, Seminoles out of the shotgun. Feeling the pressure on the move. There's a flag. Throws that one away, but there is a flag. It's probably going to be holding, but let's see what they call. Uh-oh, Buck says, heard Michael Thomas got arrested. I'm hearing various sources saying various things. One saying it's pretty much nothing to all. The other saying that it was a little something there. But what I do know is that he will be suiting up on Sunday, in which, for my fantasy team's sake, I was hoping that maybe they just sit him down and say, hey, what you did, calm down. We're going to sit you down one game and help me get a better chance to win this upcoming week in fantasy. But I don't think the Saints are built that type of way. So, yeah. But yes, did see that. All right, here we go. 1st and 20. Jordan Travis in the pocket. Moving. Pressure's there. Oh, they got it for a sack. Is it a safety? Is it a safety? Is it a safety? I need to see where they spot this ball at. I feel, show me a replay. Show me a replay so I can see where exactly he is when that first contact incurred. I don't know why he kept going backwards. You got to be aware of where you are out there. All right, but they say that he was not, that he was out of the end zone. But show me the replay. All right, let's see. As you can see, he's moving backwards. He's moving backwards. Ooh, come on now. Come on now. That's at least a replay there. That's at least a replay right there. Look at him. Look. That's at least a replay right there. Let's look. All right. So at the point where the guy first makes contact, that ball is directly on that white line. Directly on it. Now, JB knows he may not have the best eyes, but my eyes tell me that that's a safety. Because he hit the ball, and not only that, quarterback kind of lost possession there, regained it. I don't know if they'll go that far with it, but I felt like that was indeed a safety. I felt like. But you guys let me know. All right, Braden says 24-21 Washington. Washington's like, hey, I heard what you just said, so we're about to come out here, make it do what it do. Let's see. Got a bad feeling right now with Iowa having the ball here before halftime, meaning that they do indeed need to pass this ball. Buck says Miami got momentum, and so yes, and they are going to ride it. They are going to ride it. All right, Braden, tell your team enough is enough. We get it, but enough is enough. All right, so Buck says he thinks it's a safety. After that, he thinks it's a safety. Okay. Again, I'm currently on commercial here. Yeah, this is not good, Braden. This is not good at all. Your guys are out here passing the ball. This is not good at all. Let's see, Braden says against Kent State. You say James Madison beat Michigan State, then came back from 5 points with less than 10 seconds left against Kent State. So James Madison building that resume early. I like it. I like it. Yep. I was on a mission to hurt me now. Braden says not saying anything. And so this is what I hate about player props. They put it so low for these Iowa Hawkeyes that all it takes for a receiver, for a Hawkeye, is to reach just 20 yards and he pretty much goes over. And then Deacon Hill, if he hits 100 yards, I'm done. And he's already at 82. Dang it. Yeah, it looks like a safety to me. But they'll probably just give him the benefit of the doubt simply for the fact the referee doesn't want to say he's wrong. So that's exactly what they did. Okay. So 2nd and 34. Feeds it to the back, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Braden says not saying anything. It's just a shame. Just a shame. I don't know why we keep showing the replay for it. We've already moved past the play. There is no need to continuously show that replay. Braden says 13-7 Mizzou at halftime. Jordan throws it, and incomplete there. A little bit behind his receiver there, tried to juggle and catch it there, but ultimately fourth down coming up, and you left the Hurricanes a minute and 37 seconds plus 2 timeouts to work with, and you'll be punting it from deep within your own territory. All good things if you're the Miami Hurricanes. That did it, Braden. That last completion did it. Punts on the way. Ooh, still stay on the speed there. All right, excellent job. They're fighting for extra yards. Braden says sorry. I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure that's the case, Braden. You're over there leaping for joy, and it cost JB his last wave of hope for the day. This is sad, real sad. Dang it. I just hope that they allow me to right my wrongs at halftime. Put these player props up again. I won't make the same mistake. So, minute 24 here before we get to the half. Florida State up 10-7. See, Breda says, I'm not jumping, LOL. Oh, man, Brady. Nobody's jumping today at all. Let's see, Brandon says touchdown. Utah's in a shootout. Oh boy. AB's picks are in shambles today. First and 10, throws it. Ooh, was that picked off? Or is it incomplete? All right, so looking to hurry up here. They want to get this play off. I was about to say, there was no way they were going to get that play off without the official stopping it here. Looks like an interception on that first angle, but let's see. All right, you guys are at halftime. Let's see, Brenda says 28-24. Hoping upon hope that they put up player props for you guys. Let's see. Buck says he thinks it's a pick. JB thinks I think it's a pick as well. I think it's a pick as well. I know from a certain angle it sort of looks like the ball may have touched it, but I feel like he had control of it, like up under it and stuff like that. I think it's an interception. An interception is the right call. But hey, they missed on the safety earlier, so they might be like, well, since we missed on that, let's go ahead and just balance it out with this. But no, I feel like that should be called an interception. Let's see, football play. All right, so 2nd and 10 it is for the Hurricanes. Caught a break. Feeds it to the back. Oh, look at this. Still on his feet, still running. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Florida State looks like they've never seen a draw a day before in their life. Look at that. Miami's not just thinking 3 points right now. They're thinking touchdown here. They want to go into the half of the lead. All right, 1st and 10. Feeds to the back who spins but goes nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage there. Again, Hurricanes do have 2 timeouts. No game on the play. Buck says, boo, boo. You said, right call. All right, so that's the timeout there. All right, let's see. They did put some player props up, but it's not the game I want. Put up Rutgers and Iowa. These are some haters. They don't want to play fair. They don't want to play fair. Buck says the refs playing fair, and so yeah, they try to even that one out there. They're like, we missed on one, we'll miss on this one too. We'd rather you get it right, in all honesty, than to go out there and keep missing like this, personally. Hurricanes throw it, gets the completion there. Okay, but he's going to be about a yard shot at first down mark. Now, how they handle the clock, let's see. 28 seconds, 25 seconds, 22 seconds, 20. Snaps the ball, get it to the back. Oh, he's going nowhere. They got him, and they got him good because it was a terrible play call. Put some faith in your young quarterback there. That's on you. But hey, you still got the opportunity to go out there and tie things up here before the half. All right, so we've got the field goal kicker coming up here for the Hurricanes. Try to tie this one up to head and a half. This is a 27-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. So, Braden, there will be no battle of the missed kickers today. Nope. All tied up 10-10 here at the half. So we're here at the half. All right, so here at halftime, all tied up 10-10 here. So, okay, so we do have ourselves a game here indeed. So we'll see how the second half goes in this rivalry. Let's see. Buck says, would overturn pick Miami never scored, maybe. And so, yeah, there's a lot of things the referees definitely missed on in that first half. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And these are plays that definitely changed the momentum for either team. So, absolutely. Absolutely. Meanwhile, all right, some more player props to work with. Wonderful. I mean, more player props, but I'm like, dang it, I just don't know. These are confusing. Let's see. All right, so JB's just over here. Just looking. Trying to get some good clicks here. All right, but yeah, JB's just looking, trying to determine the best moves to make here in the second half. I'm not seeing anything I like. Let's see. Characters, turn up. Yeah, I'm not liking these. All right. So yes, so still at the half here, all tied up 10-10 in this one. Some of the other games taking place right now. We've got Iowa up 3-0 against Rutgers in that matchup. Mizzou up 13-0 against Tennessee. Utah up 28-24 at the half. Surprised I don't have any Utah props up here. Yeah, I think that's all the picks that I'm going to make there. Let's see, got 11 votes here, and so Florida State leading the poll still at 73%. All right, JB's made his picks. Right or wrong, we will see how that works out. All right, JB's got all of his picks. JB is good, somewhat good here. All right, we're still at the commercial here. All right, let's see. So again, a lot of the games are still at halftime, but Arizona and Colorado still extremely close. Matter of fact, they're tied up 31-31 in the fourth quarter with a minute 34 left to go in that one. Arizona with the football apparently looking to see if they can cash in. Again, still looking to try to see if we can get to second half here shortly. All right, so just ready here for this second half to get on the way here shortly. Wow, Kansas State though made a statement so far today. They're up 45-19 in that matchup. Again, UCF up on Oklahoma State 24-0. Utah up on Washington 28-24. All right, okay, still here at halftime. All right, I expect here in the second half to really see Jordan Travis. I know he's 9 of 5. I'm sorry, 9 of 15 for 105 yards passing so far in that first half there. But I fully expect in the second half that Jordan Travis is going to be like, hey, this is my senior year. This is my last year here, and he does not want to lose to the Hurricanes in this fashion. He wants to go ahead and finish things the right way here. So I know for him, he's going to ramp things up here in the second half and look try to make more plays. So I expect Jordan Travis to come out here and have a much better second half, a lot more passing opportunities to make plays, which will bode well for Florida State. So I look forward to seeing that play out in the second half. I think they'll come out and score probably, I'll say maybe 3 touchdowns in the second half. Hurricanes will probably score maybe Florida State gets 3 touchdowns, possibly a field goal as well. Gets to 34. Hurricanes probably about 24, something like that, 37-24 final. This feels like a super long halftime. A super long halftime so far. But again, 13 votes in Florida State leading the poll right now. 77% believe Florida State will win this game. But hey, we're tied up 10-10 right now. So it's literally anybody's game. You win the second half, you win this game here. So if you have not cast your vote and you're listening in, go ahead and cast your vote. Let us know who you've got in this one, Miami or Florida State. Again, it's all tied up here, so it's just like it was 0-0 at this point. If I'm Florida State in the second half, I'm gonna I'm taking out that run game. We've seen too many explosive runs there in the first half. If I'm Florida State, and I'm gonna force Williams to have to go back there, and he's got to throw for 250 plus if he wants to give his team an opportunity to try to upset us. If I am Florida State, we are gonna shut down that ground game. All right, so the start of the third quarter is about to get ready to get on the way here. Graydon says he's still here listening, just over there checking out the Iowa Hawkeyes there who let me down tremendously. So from now on, I'll just stick to the over-unders with the game total. You said touchdown, Mizzou. How did they score that touchdown, Braden? Ooh, Ooh, is that a first play interception right there? Wow. I am in shock here. I am just, wow. Wow. Oh, so they try to, what? They try to surprise onside kick. Wow, that's insane. That's insane. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? It makes no sense to do that to start off the thing. Why would you do that? You say Brady could draw. Okay, excellent stuff right there. They hand it to the back. In the back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's just carrying everybody here. And that's Fletcher out here fletching yards. Wow. Insane. All right, so right now, Miami Hurricanes here. Shotgun formation here. Gets it. Feeds it to the back. Brought down in the backfield. Going to lose a yard on the play. Again, that was Fletcher Jr. on the carry after that big run he previously had. He's got 10 carries today for 38 yards. Second down coming up here for the Miami Hurricanes. And so right now, Florida State, they realize right now, they're in a battle right now. They're in a war right now. They've got to throw Wankins aside here. They got to say, we got to figure out a way to beat Miami right now. It's becoming all too real. Who makes that decision to kick an onside kick, though? Like, really? In that scenario, if you're Florida State, I can understand Miami doing that, but Florida State, come on now. Anyway, 2nd and 11 here. Feeds it to the back. Oh, broke off somebody here. Brought down the backfield there. Excellent job. Florida State said enough is enough. Stop playing with me. They said stop playing with me. So now, Miami, 3rd and 13. How do you respond here? They keep showing that same old replay, man. Let it go. Let it go. We got a game. We got a game here. 3rd and 13 for the Miami Hurricanes here in the third quarter with over 13 minutes left to go in the third quarter. First offensive drive here of the second half. And right now, Williams. What will he do on 3rd and long to give his team an opportunity here? 3 seconds right now to play clock. Looks like they may have called a timeout from the sideline. That's exactly what happened here. They called a timeout here. Want to talk about this on 3rd and long. And again, we're currently right now at the commercials here. Due to the timeout called by the Miami Hurricanes, in which we're all tied up right now, 10-10. But right now, the Miami Hurricanes, they have the ball, excellent field position at Florida State 30-yard line. So if you're the Miami Hurricanes, you definitely don't want to take a sack here. You want to get the first down, but if you don't get the first down, at least try to get a couple yards here to get in field goal range and stuff like that, or at least set them up for an easier field goal attempt, if it comes down to it. But you certainly want to come away with some points right now and give yourself the lead here in the third quarter, if possible. And again, this was already made possible by the failed onside kick attempt, in which, hey, I get it. Sometimes you got to surprise them and all like that, try to spark, that energy. But I feel like with the game being how it is, you just kick that one off there. That's just one you just kick off. You just do it. We're at commercial still. Let's see what else is going on around the league here. So UCF still in control of that game against Oklahoma State, although Oklahoma State did get a field goal, but UCF leads that one 24-3 in the third quarter, 10 minutes left to go. Iowa up 3-0 against Rutgers here, third quarter for them. Let's see. Obviously, Utah and Washington. Utah's up right now 28-24. That would be very interesting if Utah finds a way to pull this one off. That would be huge. That would be huge. So right now, we're at the point of the year where if you're another team that's ranked in the top 8 or top 10, you are definitely hoping that Utah upsets Washington at this point of the season. It just makes the path that much more easier. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 13. Let's see what the Miami Hurricanes do here. Williams, quick pass, gets to the receiver, makes somebody miss. Fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's not going to come close to that. He loses some yards in the play. You probably would have been better off going 5 wide than just doing a quarterback drop. You probably would have been better off doing that. And this is exactly the kind of game right here where both sides is like, hey, this is going to come down to coaching the rest of the way. Setting your players up for success. Calling the right calls in key situations. It's going to be a 51-yard field goal attempt here for the kicker. Kick is on the way. Is it good? It is good. He nailed it from 51 yards out. How about that? How about that? So right now, the Miami Hurricane have taken the lead. Now, you might have looked at this and say, JB, why did you schedule this matchup here when there was a couple other games between 2 ranked teams? This is why. For this rivalry right here. Meanwhile, Arizona did beat Colorado 34-31. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. Again, third quarter, 12 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the third. And the Miami Hurricane lead right now 13-10. But we're going to see how the Florida State Seminoles respond in this situation here. Obviously, a lot's on the line, and I mean a lot's on the line in this one. So let's see how it goes. Kickoff on the way. And he's not going to return this one. Florida State will take over from their own 25-yard line. And right now, we've got the votes coming in, so keep them coming in. 19 votes in. Florida State leading the poll right now, but Miami leading the game right now. And so I feel like here at JB Nation, we're usually above 90% right with the team that we pick to win. So let's see if we're going to keep that going today. All right, we got our 20th vote in. Another one from Miami. So the Miami fans are showing up. Okay. All right, from their own 25-yard line here. Florida State find themselves trailing here for the first time today against their rivals, Miami Hurricanes. This is unacceptable for them, so they've got to find a way to right the ship now. Jordan Travis gets the snap out of the shotgun. In the pocket, throws it, gets the completion. Still trying to get those yards after the catch there. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down marker. And that was Coleman with the catch. You can count on Coleman to get the catch. He will get you some catches. All right, so we got second and what they call 2. One back in the backfield, 3 receivers, 1 tight end here. Snaps it. Play fake, throws it over the middle. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that. He's going to take this one. Does he have the speed to do it, though? And, oh, he didn't take it all the way there, but he delivered it all the way to the doorsteps there, basically to the 5-yard line. So just like that, it didn't take too long. I said it at halftime. I'll say it again. Jordan Travis is going to take this team on his back here in the second half here. And that time he found Douglas for 62 yards. Now Jordan Travis, he's 11 of 17 for 175 yards and still looking to try to get his first touchdown via pass or on the ground here. Let's see if that's going to happen here. First and goal, 5 yards away from the end zone. So if you're the Hurricanes here, you got to try to hold them to 3. But if you're Florida State here, you're thinking touchdown. That's the only thing that's on your mind. Let's see how this plays out here. 3 receivers at the 5 on the screen here. Jordan Travis on the move. Threw that one while he got hit. Incomplete. Running back got wall up there on the play anyways. Oh, man. I don't like that play design at all. I don't like it at all. At all. At all. Like, let's stop getting cute there. You're bootlegging in the direction where there was no receivers right there. So common sense would tell me if I'm a linebacker, if the quarterback's taken care of, let's identify the running back because he's the closest one to that play. I do not like the draw of that play in that situation right there. But I guess easy to say in hindsight when you see how the results are. All right, so both teams make substitutions here. Second and goal. All right, let's see what the Seminoles do here. Receiver goes in motion, snaps it, fakes to the back, goes to the receiver, and he is going to pick up 2 yards on the play. No way he was going to bulldoze 2 guys into the end zone, though. That was just not going to happen. You'd have to go Derrick Henry mode. But there is an injured player for the Hurricanes currently down right now, and he was a part of that tackle. Got in there, put that shoulder in there. Made the clean tackle. All right, so he's being looked at by the medical staff there. And they're going to take us to the commercial. But when we come back, we got 3rd and goal right now. And 3rd and goal is huge. If you're rooting for the Hurricanes right now, if you can hold them to a field goal right now, that is huge right now. If you're Florida State, you got to come over with a touchdown. You're literally 2 yards away. You're pretty much, in my mind, you got 2 shots to get 2 yards there. So if I'm Florida State, you already know what I'm thinking. You already know 2 shots here. We're going to run this ball, get it in there, and if not, we're going to do the same thing on 4th down here. Just got to challenge the offensive line and just go out there and win the battle. That's what it's going to come down to, the battle between the linemen on both sides when we come back from the commercial. Let's see. Meanwhile, elsewhere around the league, you've got Mizzou up 19-7 there in the 3rd quarter, 7 minutes and about 42 seconds to go there. UCF scored another touchdown. They're up 31-3, and so UCF is all about. They're just trying to break hearts at this point of the season. That's what UCF is doing. They're like going game by game. How can we break our opponent's heart at this point? Oregon State and Stanford, they're playing right now. They're in the first in that matchup there. Still 0-0. A lot of interesting stuff that took place. Texas Tech did beat Kansas in the earlier window, earlier today, 16-13. I did watch some of that one. Tulane did beat Tulsa. Arizona had just beat Colorado. So a lot of interesting things took place earlier today. And you've got Utah over Washington as well. Again, we are currently right at the commercial, so we're not missing anything here. When we come back, it's going to be 3rd and goal from the Miami 2-yard line there. And so we'll see if Florida State can cap it off or not in the end zone. You've got Iowa slugging it out with Rutgers there in the 3rd quarter. If you took the under in that matchup, you're feeling really good right now in that one. Really good. And again, so far for Florida State, Jordan Travis, 12 of 19, 178 yards passing. Benson's got 10 carries, 27 yards rushing, and he is responsible for the rushing touchdown earlier. And so he did have a big play in the first half that he stepped out of bounds barely. That prevented that from being a long one. Otherwise, his yards would be much higher for Benson so far today. So he's been putting in work. Douglas, he's got that big catch that put him now at 2 catches, 63 yards. Braden says, dang, Colorado lost again. And so, yeah, they lost again. And so, yeah. But, I mean, it was, first year transition and stuff like that. You're trying to establish a culture somewhere else, trying to attract more recruits, get bigger on the offensive line, defensive line. So, a lot of things to work through, but they are competitive, interesting games for the most part. All right, 3rd and goal. Here we go. Receiver goes in motion, snaps it, fakes it to the back. Jordan keeps it himself there, and they get to him like a swarm of bees on that one. He's going to lose yards there. 4th down coming up, and Jordan Travis, he has a couple words right now for somebody in particular in that sideline. He's like, don't you ever set me up to get hit like that again. Yeah, Miami's just, they've got too much team speed defensively to where they can get to where you're trying to go to. And so, too much speed defensively. So now, we're going to bring out another field goal kicker just for Braden here, just to show him that in this rivalry, they do make field goals. Ryan Fitzgerald. Kick is up. Kick is good. So we're all tied up 13-13 in the 3rd quarter. 9 minutes and 32 seconds to go. So not the finish that you want if you were Florida State, but you are tied up. And at this point, it's a rivalry game. All you're focused on right now is just winning. That's all you're focused in. Forget the style points, all of that stuff. You can get it, great. But right now, you're just focused on trying to get out of here with a W and stuff like that. So very interesting. Man, get that All-State playoff predictor off my thing right here. How disrespectful can we be to the #1 team in the country? These guys will know what they're talking about. I guess everybody's just projecting Ohio State's downfall, I see. You said Ryan Fitzpatrick is a kicker now? And so, yeah, that's the name up there. Well, I made the mistake of putting Fitzpatrick. It just naturally came off the tongue there that first time there, but it's Fitzgerald there. Oh, man, he got flipped on the return there. Florida State's not playing around. They're not playing around. They're out here to hit right now. Too much is on the line. Too much is at stake right now. So right now, if you're watching for the sake of purely interested for the college football playoffs, the 2 games you're watching, obviously this game, Miami and Florida State, with Florida State being the 4th ranked team in the country right now, and also that Utah versus Washington, with Washington being ranked 5. Both teams right now are in dogfights right now. So keep that in mind the rest of this way, as obviously a loss by either team could be huge, especially for teams that are on the outside trying to figure out how they're going to crack that inside of that top, 5. All right, 1st and 10. Take it to the back. Williams, he says, I'm going to keep it myself here. He says, I'm a football player too. I got to make plays. Got back to the line of scrimmage, though. All right, so we got 2nd and 10. Feeds it to the back, and he's going to pick up a good 4 yards on the play. He's got 8 carries today for 84 yards. Up, and he's hobbling to the sideline here. All right, so we got 3rd and 6 coming up. Feeds it to the back. All right, so he's going to get a yard. Fourth down coming up. All right, so just like that, that was pretty quick there. 4th down now. That's what you want if you're Florida State there. That's exactly what you wanted right there. You came out, took care of business there. Now an opportunity to get the ball back here and see if you can reclaim the lead. Hunt's on the way. Ooh, the ball may have touched someone. It may have touched someone. Who has the ball? Who has the ball? Ooh. All right, so they're saying Florida State's got it. That was dangerous. Braden says 22-7 Mizzou. Yeah, Braden. Tell Mizzou to insert whoever their backup running back is in the game to insert them now. Braden says 6-0 Iowa, and so that's just the way Iowa likes it too. Those low-scoring games there. I mean, you guys must have a tremendous defense. I must not lie. Like I know it's good, but it must really, really be good to know that the offense is just going to go out there more times than not, probably go 3-and-out, or maybe pick up a first down or two, give the ball back without any points. And they just go out there week in and week out. Hey, we don't care who we play. It's going to be a low-scoring, hard-fought game. Brandon said we had a 50-plus yard play. I can't believe it. And so, oh man, that's insane. That's insane. People are going to be crying right now. Who took the under on those players and stuff like that? They are crying. Yeah, but again, we are the commercial now. Rating says 28-27 Utah. Okay, okay. All right, so getting ready to resume the game at the commercial is done. All right, three receivers and the tight end at the bottom of the screen. Feeds it to the back who picks up a yard on the play. And so SM, what's good with you? SM says, what's good, JB? And so everything is good. We got ourselves quite the matchup in this one here. Not going to lie, quite the matchup in this one. But all is well. How about yourself? What's good with you? Takes it to the back, throws it. Receiver shakes off, still running there, takes it all the way to about that 30. Let's see what they're marking at, the 39-yard line. Big time play. Made the catch there, shook off the first guy, and took it all the way to Hurricanes territory, to the 38-yard line. Wilson throws it. That's incomplete. That's incomplete. All right, 2nd and 10. Feeds it to the back. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, he's got nothing but grass in front of him. That's a touchdown, Florida State. SM says Lakers finally won last night, LOL. And so, yes, they did. They did. It has not been the prettiest of starts once again, but you know what else is new? But hey, I'll take that win. Hopefully, we find a way to get consecutive wins now because we desperately need to get some consecutive wins there. But it makes me happy to beat the Phoenix Suns. It does. It always feels good. But man, that was a 38-yard touchdown run there by the Florida State Seminoles running back Trey Benson. He's got 11 carries, 65 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns in this one. Extra point is good. So now Florida State's back on top, 2013, and the world makes sense all again here if you are a Florida State Seminole fan. All right, getting ready for the kickoff again. We're here in the third quarter. 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here in the third. Florida State just kicked the ball off. Let's see if Miami will return this. They opt for no return, so they'll take off from their own 25-yard line and let us see what Williams and the Hurricanes offense has in store this time out. A little bit of pushing and shoving out there. Okay, a little bit of talking too. Okay. Yeah, this game's getting real personal out there. A lot of these kids probably played against each other in high school, maybe even on the same team. All right, so if you're Miami here, all you want to do is just come out and respond. That's what you want to do, come out and respond. SM says, which NFL game are you most looking forward to tomorrow? And so in terms of the slate of games that we've got going on tomorrow, let me take a quick look real quick to remind myself all the games, and then I will get back to you with that one, which one I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Because my team plays like super early down there against the Colts. So meanwhile, deep pass there, incomplete. But looking at the games here, the one that I'm most looking forward to is, I will say the Browns and the Ravens, honestly. I am looking forward to that one. That one's going to be, in my opinion, a hard-fought game there. But, you know, both teams, that division has been really just like everybody's going out there finding a way to win. It's not always the prettiest and stuff like that, but those two teams, they're finding ways to win this season. And I'm very interested in seeing the Ravens, especially as the year continues to go on, because I've got to fight against my recency bias with them to where I think, oh, something's about to happen and all like that, to where they fall apart, and actually see if that does happen. Meanwhile, that pass there, incomplete. He stepped up in the pocket there, tried to fire it out to the receiver, but incomplete. And now we've got third down coming up here, 3rd and 10. And this is big right now for Miami because the way that we saw Florida State moving the ball here, I feel like giving the ball back they're probably going to end up scoring again. So if you're Miami here, you got to get a first down. I feel like this is very important here. Get a first down here. Get some of that momentum back on your side and start moving the ball. Williams throws it. Ooh, there's a penalty now. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. All right, so here we go. After the penalty now, we've got 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. So fresh new set of downs to work with. Feeds it to the back, and Florida State swarms to him quickly there. So may have picked up a yard possibly. 2nd down coming up here. Again, here in the 3rd quarter at 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 3rd. All right, 2nd and 9. Gives it to the back. Once again, picks up a couple yards there. 3rd down coming up. They've relied on Chaney and company in the backfield quite a bit here. As Williams, his first completion was a 43-yard pass. Since then, he's only got a total of 81 yards, and that's including that 43-yard pass. So, and that was way like early 1st quarter. So since then, Miami has not been able to pass the ball. So they've been heavily reliant on this ground game. So if Florida State takes that away and forces Williams to have to pass, Florida State has it. There we go, 3rd and 8. Oh, look at that pass rush. Just got to him. He just threw up a dying duck on that one. That was just like atrocious there. SM says Lions Chargers should be a good one. And he says Utah 28, Washington 27 in the 3rd quarter. 7 minutes and 27 seconds to go. So plenty of time left to go in that one. But that one going back and forth and back and forth. All right, punt's on the way. And a return all the way to the 20. All right, so 3rd quarter, 3 minutes and 51 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Florida State up 20-13 right now, getting the football back. So let's see what they do with it. Can they go up there and make this a 2-score game and put even more pressure on the Miami Hurricanes to where they're going to have to rely on Williams? Because the moment that you put the ball in his hand, that's what you want right now if you're Florida State. Put the ball into Williams' hands for the Hurricanes and force him to have to beat you. Bootlegging throws it, gets the completion there. All right, so we got 2nd and 3. Takes it to the back, throws it, gets his tight end, and he picks up the first down before he goes out of bounds at about the, let's see what I'm talking about, 38-yard line. Picked up 11 yards on the play. All right, so right now, Florida State offense, they're feeling it right now. They're on the move. Shotgun. Travis throws it. Gets the completion. Travis is on the money here. Takes it to the 40-yard line of the Hurricanes. As I said, putting his team on his back. He's now 16 of 24 for 244 yards passing. Braden says touchdown Washington. And so how did they get it, Braden? How did they do it? So we got first and 10 here. Three receivers and a tight end at the top. Hand to the back here, and the back brought down for a loss on the play. Lost 2 yards there. All right, second and 12. Gets the snap, throws it. Incomplete. Third down coming up here, third and 12. You said Michael Penix laser pass. So this is okay. All right, so third and 12. Receiver goes in motion. Jordan. Brought down for the sack. Wow, we've got an Iowa touchdown. Black says, long day. You say pack it and move it. And so, gotcha. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I might have to pack all of the players that I chose on my player props today. Send them with you to at least help you out there because they didn't help me out. Not one bit. All right, punts on the way. Goes out of bounds. You say just finished, and so, oh man, how many hours you put in? I know how that packing can be. How many hours you put in? Meanwhile, Washington trying to find a way to pack Utah here. They're not quite done yet. All right, so we got 59 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Florida State is up 20-13, but Miami, they have the football now, but they'll be taking over from their own 5-yard line. All right, here we go. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back. Hands to the back, and the back picks up maybe a yard in the play. Second down coming up. You say, nah, if they fail, keep them. You don't need bad luck. Oh, shoot. I don't think I've experienced this many losses in a day, ever. All right, second and 10 here. Feeds it to the back. Fighting forward with everything he's got. Takes it to about the 11-yard line. Braden, you told me you guys never go for two. You said you guys never go for two. That's the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, the Seminoles lead right now 20-13 over the Hurricanes here, but we've got one final quarter remaining. Let's see, Black says Oklahoma State being driven off the field by UCF. Yes, I have talked about that about at least 7 times earlier today. Yes, UCF, the perfect storm right now, 38-3. They are out here trying to wreak havoc on just about anybody who put them on the schedule. Braden says, that's hilarious. LOL, we went for two. Of course they did. I thought I said we didn't. And so, yes, Braden, I'm like, Braden, how reliable are your sources right now? It's like, gee, Braden's trying to trick JB even further on a day in which JB does not need to be tricked any further than he already has been by a lot of these players. Look at that. Had an Iowa kid get 48 yards receiving. Wow, they set me up this week. They set me up. All right, so we've got the fourth quarter coming up. All right, one final quarter here, which is the perfect time. If you haven't voted already, we've got 28 votes in here. Pretty good, but if you haven't voted already here, now is still a good time to go ahead and cast your vote with one quarter left. Right now, Florida State's up 20-13, but Miami's got the football here. They're at their own 11-yard line, facing 3rd and 4 here, but all it takes is one touchdown to tie this thing up again. And this game has been a close game throughout. All right, 3rd and 10. Looking, throws it. That's incomplete. That is incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. So just like that, defense starts off the fourth quarter with a big stop there, and they will be getting the football. Best believe that. Punts on the way. Ball is bouncing, taking a hurricane bounce here. I'm trying to kick it there. That's not going to work in this league. Let's see. Yep, JB's picks are in shambles over here. Long day. Travis throws it. Ooh, Travis took a hit there. So he gets up. But you know he's feeling it. You know he's feeling it. Let's see. Black says Washington touchdown, or did he fumble? Braden says Washington, what the heck? He fumbled. Everybody's clearly at the Washington game. Let's see. Black says, oh my gosh, he fumbled celebrating. What? Oh man, they got to show JP this. All right, 2nd and 10. And so Jordan decides to run. I picked up a couple yards there. Both teams getting a little talkative here. All right, so 3rd and 6. Let's see. Buck says, wow. Braden says he pulled a Deshaun Jackson. Black says that was crazy. Braden says Washington with the safety. And so 35-28. Wow, that is. I wonder what did his coach say to him after that. I'm sure his coach wasn't like, great job, son. You really made us proud out there. Ooh. Let's see. Brandon says this game is crazy. All right, but again, on our end here, we are at the commercial right now. Here in the 4th quarter with 14 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Black says, of course, Utah is the bet on the next series. And so, yes. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Insane. All right. Again, still at the commercial. But yeah, UCF making a statement out there. Oregon State's up 14-7 at the half in that one. Braden says crazy sequence. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. Jordan throws it. Incomplete. 4th down coming up, and the Seminoles will end up punting the ball here. So Miami getting ready to try to get another offensive possession here, another opportunity. And punts this one away. Black says 45-3 UCF. Man. Braden says we failed a 2-point conversion. JB is actually 12-0. And so, yeah, I seen the score correction take place there. But still, insane that you guys have tried that. The audacity. Just because you guys passed for a little 100-something yards, it's like, okay, we can go for 2 like everybody else. Snaps it, looking. It's a screen, or at least it was supposed to be incomplete. Yeah, Oklahoma State's about to tumble after this performance here. Braden says, wow, UCF. And so, yes, University of Central Florida, because they fought Oklahoma hard, a couple weeks ago, I feel like, nearly beating them. So UCF is just ramping it up. All right, 2nd and 10. Feeds it to the back, who stumbles off of that one. 3rd down coming up. Black says the Iowa football guys pulled the plug on that 2-point conversion. It's too many points. I wish they would have pulled the plug on a couple of their players going over. Really hurts, but okay. All right, 3rd and 9. Looking, throws it, incomplete. It was behind his receiver. 4th down coming up. All right, meanwhile, Mizzou and Tennessee. Mizzou still up 22-7 in that matchup. Braden says Mizzou is going to beat Tennessee. How much time is left in that one, Braden? How much time is left in that one? I'm afraid that my stuff is not updating quick enough. Punts on the way. Catches it. Made the first guy miss. Uh-oh, he's got some room to work with here. He's still running. Will he take it all the way? No, but he does get to truck the punter in the process. That's always fun. 29-7 Mizzou. You say about 6 minutes left? Okay, okay, okay. I need Mizzou to go ahead and run out that clock now. Go ahead and run out that clock. They just threw a ball here to Burden, which luckily that was the only big play he's had today, so I should hopefully still be good. First and goal. Travis pump fakes, makes the guy miss. Still spinning forward. How does he do that? I have no idea. But takes it to within the 3. Wow, what a move here. Jordan Travis. I mean, he looked disaster right in the face and just spinned away. Oh, we've got a Hurricanes player down right now, so we're going to take us to the commercial. Do my eyes deceive me, Braden, or do you guys have 15 points now? Wow. Anything is possible, I see. Wow. All right, again, still here at the commercial here. Again, fourth quarter, 12 minutes and 15 seconds to go with the Florida State Seminoles up 20-13 right now. And they are looking at second and goal for the Miami 3-yard line. Braden says, yes, he does, and it's beautiful. But yet he still has tears. And these are not tears of joy. These are tears of agony right there for Braden. He can't stand the fact that Iowa Dare has the audacity to score more than 6 points in the game. That's going above and beyond the standard. They just don't do that over there. We have a lot of teams that are still, you know, either winless or like it's looking like it's gonna have to come down to honestly probably a lot of those conference championship games to determine who gets in and who doesn't, because a lot of these teams they're just refusing to lose. Brady says it's both joy and agony, JB. That I understand. Not really, but still, it works for you. It's an Iowa thing. I get that. Meanwhile, Washington, Utah, that's still 35-28. All right, here we go. Second and goal. Travis throws one up there, incomplete. But there's a flag. There is a flag. And you know what that means? You know what that means. Yep, pass interference there. Let's see. Did Mizzou just score again? Ooh. Joe Milton threw an interception. A pick six. My goodness. Yep, Tennessee, it's time to go out there and just run out the rest of this clock, perhaps. First and goal after the penalty there, and the Hurricanes come up with a big sack there. Let's see, that time linebacker just came in there and got to the quarterback, made the play, just made the play. All right, second and goal. Throws it up there. That's going to be, that's going to be caught for a touchdown in spite of the penalty there. Coleman said, I'm just going to make it do what it do. And he did it. He did it. Yep, pass defense on the defense. That's going to be declined. Touchdown is good. Touchdown Seminoles here. I mean, that DB tried holding on now. He tried holding on. He brought him down in a sort of awkward way there, land on his knee and everything, but it wasn't enough to stop Coleman. I mean, look at that. Throwing the man knee, all of that stuff. All right, extra point is good. Extra point is good. All right, so Mizzou making a statement victory over Tennessee. Braden says, Iowa pick we might score over 20. Stop it, Braden. Stop it. This ain't Christmas yet. Stop it, Braden. No. 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 We might just have to arrest you guys with Michael Thomas and arrest you guys for battery charges here. What you guys are doing to Rutgers, it just ain't right, Braden. It just ain't right. All right, kickoff. On the return, takes it to the 24-yard line. That was Smith on the return. So now with 10 minutes and 54 seconds left to go, and right now the Miami Hurricanes find themselves in a situation that they did not want to be in, and that means down two scores, just under 11 minutes to go here in the fourth. Now you still will try to probably occasionally run the ball, but you're going to need Williams to help you out if you're going to be able to pull this one off. You just kind of need it to happen. Feeds it to the back. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. All right, second and 10 coming up. And for Florida State, all you're thinking about right now is just the clock, baby. You just want that clock to run. All right, second and 10. throws it. I mean, that was an extremely tight window to try to throw it in just for 2, 3 yards, honestly. All right, incomplete, third down coming up. All right, third and 10. Throws it. Incomplete, incomplete. Fourth down coming up. And that pass was intended for the official, which does you no good. But at least I know he can hit something. He hit the official. The official's like, I was not going to make that catch. You do realize that, right? Oh, man. So Miami has the punt team out. Florida State with the opportunity here for a return. Says to get away from the ball. It bounces out of bounds at about the Florida State 30-yard line. So this is exactly what you want now. You're Florida State. You're up 2 touchdowns. Now you can come out here, get that ground game going. You want to see that clock continues to move. Obviously, you're still trying to score at this point, obviously. But if you can score and take off a good 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, that is the ideal scenario right now for the Florida State Seminoles. But keep that clock moving. Well, I'll be the Iowa Hawkeyes with 22 points right now, Braden. Did my eyes deceive me? Wow. Wasn't the over under set at like 9 points, Braden? Braden's like, bro, you're doing too much. He's like, you're doing too much, man. Oh man. There's a lot of unhappy people right now with how that played out. A lot of them. All right, so Florida State Seminoles here up 27-13. And so it was a very, very, very hard fought game throughout most of this one. But now Florida State right now with a golden opportunity here. This is when you put your foot on the throat here and you go for the jugular here. So they have an opportunity to do just that. Braden says, if we win next week, we're in the Big Ten championship game. And so, Braden, I might just buy me an Iowa jersey right now to reach you guys to that Big Ten championship game so we can meet you there. Don't ask how we're going to get there. I'll figure that part out, but we will meet you guys there. Essence says, I wish there was a red zone channel for college football. And so, do you know how busy that channel would be? Like, that channel would have like, it would have to have like an 8 box at all time, like just 8 boxes up. Meanwhile, Seminoles here, hand to the back. Back gets back to the line of scrimmage here. That's Benson on the carry. He's got 13 carries here today, 63 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not a bad day at all. Now, big 76 from the offensive line looked like he got a serious limp to him. And considering that he's the left tackle, definitely want to take that into consideration with the play calling. All right, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Travis throws it deep. Incomplete. Incomplete. He wanted a penalty on that one. Did not get it, though. Braden says, agreed, SM. It's not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea at all. I should hit up the NCAA and ask him to let me run it for him. They just do the graphics and everything. Nah, I'll be so off topic. They will just let me go. All right, 3rd and 10. Throws it to the back. Excellent decision because he's got some room to work with. But defense closed to it quickly. Picked up 5 yards on the play. That was Douglas there at the catch. 4th down coming up. Braden says, how much time is left in this game? Braden, we got 9 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. And Florida State right now facing 4th and 4. They're up 27-13. But now just under 9 minutes remaining. Braden says Oklahoma State, or should we call them Choklahoma State at this point? Because they've been choking all game. I mean, it's just embarrassing. 45-3, and you're supposed to be number 15 ranked team in the country, and you let an unranked squad come in there and just have their way with you guys. Like, for lack of the appropriate things that can be said. But man, Emory Williams in the second half, -3 passing yards so far here in the second half. Whew, I wish they would have put up his receiver props as well. Could have capitalized on that one. Y'all did JB no favors. I need that Tennessee Mizzou game to end like right now. Just run out the clock. That game's over. Just run out the clock. 1st and 10. Oh, there was movement. Not going to get away with that one. Braden says, I don't think I've ever seen a ranked team get destroyed by an unranked like this. That's an interesting question right there. A ranked team gets destroyed by an unranked team. I feel like I've seen that. You know what? I'm not going to say anything. I just remembered. I just remembered what game it was. I am not going to say anything. Nope. Nope. All right, 1st and 15. Throwing it. Ooh. Oh, he caught it. I'm over here thinking that was picked off, but he actually made the catch. Good for George. I'm shocked. I thought that was picked or at least incomplete. I had no idea that Curious George was going to get another touchdown. Braden says that sounds like an Iowa stat, LOL. And so, oh, man. Yeah, I can think of a couple teams actually that have done that. I mean, let's not forget. Well, I don't. No, that probably doesn't qualify because that game was still somewhat close. Appalachian State and Michigan way back when. But man, Jacoby George, 5 catches, 153 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and just like that, that helps Williams' numbers right there. Just like that. Wow. Insane. So now we got ourselves a game again. Braden says, "Oh, I know the game now." And so, nope, Braden. Nope. You're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. Whatever you're thinking it is, that ain't it. That ain't it. I can just read your mind, Braden. That ain't it. yeah, just keep that clock running, Tennessee and Mizzou, because you guys are all I have left. So I need that game to be over. I need it to be over now. No idea what Mizzou's calling timeouts for. Oh well. Braden says, but it wasn't as bad as the game today. And so, oh yeah, that's a good old fashioned beatdown right there. Good old fashioned beatdown. Braden says Washington's driving now. On the move. Okay. Braden says I should look with the biggest blowout though. And so, yeah, please provide that information for us unless it's something that JB won't like, then just find the next best one. All right, again, we are still here at the commercial. But we got ourselves, hey, it was already a game before, but Miami said they're not done yet. Just when you're thinking, okay, this one, we're about to go ahead and start running out the clock. No. SM says, do you think Jim Harbaugh deserved to be suspended? SM, coming from an Ohio State fan, and my bias included, I don't think that it was the right move to suspend him during the season. You wait till the offseason, get all the facts and stuff like that. Then you suspend him, the first couple games of next year and stuff like that. The games that don't really mean anything. But you don't do that this late in the season when there's a lot of unknowns and stuff like that. And sure, we know the staffers that fall. Somebody lost their job for that, deservingly so. But to punish them in this fashion, I don't like it because I don't like setting the principle of destroying a team's in-season progress because you're not just hurting the coaches here, you're also hurting the players and stuff like that, and you're giving Michigan an edge, which I really don't like. So I don't think if he was going to be suspended, it should have been for next year. I agree with the suspension for next year, first 3 games. Should not have been right now. Should not have been right now, in my opinion. I don't like it being in season there because it's just let's at least give it time. We want to at least look like we're being fair and just waiting for all the evidence to come up here, especially if the NCAA has not imposed this. For the conference itself to do it, I don't like that move. I don't like that move. This is just the Big Ten flexing their muscles at this point. All right, here we go. First and 10. And Florida State gets it to the back and the back. Uh-oh, he's got a little bit of room to work with here. All right, takes it to that 43-yard line. Okay. Braden says couldn't find anything. Huh. Couldn't find anything. Interesting. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth. Florida State up 27-20. Trey Benson just ran for 17 yards there. Florida State now in the shotgun from their own 42-yard line. Hands to the back again. Trying to get to the outside. All right, picks up a yard there. I thought that coach was about to pick him up. For that guy on the sideline. Oh, poor Tennessee. Couldn't even get a field goal there. Missed the field goal. Mizzou, just put him out of their misery. Just take a knee. Take a knee for JB. Travis throws it. That's caught. That's a first down. Yeah, he's been running some pretty good routes today. Johnny Wilson. Johnny on the spot Wilson. Come to think of it, why did Tennessee just try a field goal when you're down 36-7 with 40 seconds left? I have no idea. They feed it to the back. All right, so that's what you want. Continue to get yards here and ideally move the chains as well. Take off time as well, but ultimately come up with a score, whether it's a touchdown, whether it's a field goal. Meanwhile, there is a Hurricanes player that's being looked at here, and that is a D lineman here. All right, good show. Good show. Rating says Mizzou wins 36-7, and so that gives JB really my first and only major win today. Desperately needed that, so happy for that. Whew. All right, so on to the next one. Is there anyone else? Who do you guys play next, Braden? Your Hawkeyes. Who do you guys play next? All right, 2nd and 6. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back here. 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. With Florida State leading right now 27-20. Ball at the Hurricanes. Looks like they're 43-yard line. And so Florida State here, cautious of the clock, trying to take a little bit of time off the clock as well here. They want this to be that statement drive that closes it. It's what they want. Gives it to the back here. All right. Lost a yard on the play. Could have been worse. 3rd down coming up. Dude, you guys play the fight in the Illini? The way you guys are playing right now, that's I might shy away from that one. Essence says, JB, how's your fantasy teams doing? And so my fantasy teams, that's a great question there. So in my league, my fantasy team is doing good, although thanks to Braden's fantasy team, not as good as we were doing previously. We've now lost on the season. Is it 2 losses? Yeah, so right now we're 7-2. But the problem is there's 3 teams in my division that are all 7-2. And I played 2 of them back to back after this week. So I got to find a way to survive this week with, I believe, A.J. Brown being on a bye week and stuff like that. And then after that, I've got 2 tough matchups within my division against 2 teams that are also 7-2, ultimately to determine who's going to make first place, who's going to be playing a more difficult matchup early on, and if the potential of anybody missing the playoff potentially. But that's going to be a tough stretch. Now, in the other league that I'm in, my team is like up and down. I'm trying to remember what's my current record. Am I like 5-4 right now? I think I'm 5-4. Let me just double check that real quick. Let's see. All right, so I'm 5-4, 7th overall, like in the entire league out of 12 teams, but 2nd in my division. 1 game out of first place in my division. Yeah, my division has a ton of sorry teams, I guess you could say. But I just had a ton of injuries. But with Kyler Murray coming back, I'm hoping that Kyler Murray can help my fantasy team in that league because I had no quarterback all year long. So I need Kyler Murray to come in there. I've also got Brown as well. So, having him, Marquise Brown, those two guys connecting. And then James Conner coming off of IR, that's going to help me also. So, ooh, that pass there almost picked off. Almost picked off. Williams, what are you doing out there? So I am hoping this is going to be my best chance to ultimately get back in it here. We're not out of it. We're in a pretty decent spot. Now we finally got a quarterback again. Now James Conner's coming back, so another weapon I can use. And so if Christian Watson would stop being so sorry, him and Cortland Sutton, one of them decided they're just going to stop being sorry the rest of the season, that would really help me at least contend because we don't have a powerhouse team in our division this year. Too many injuries have happened, so I can still contend. I can. All right, 2nd and 10. Throws it short, caught by the back. Goes out of bounds about a yard and a half shy of that first down marker. 3rd down coming up. All right, 3rd and 1. Defense showing pressure. Feeds it to the back, and the back, he's going to lose a yard here. All right, 4th down coming up. Decisions to be made here. Now you've got 2 timeouts, 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Now it is 4th and short. But, I mean, do you take a chance here early or do you have faith in your defense here? Conventional wisdom says believe in your defense. 35-28 still. We said Washington's field goal is blocked. All right, here we go. 4th and 2. Oh, it looks like we've got at least a timeout called. 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go. So the Hurricanes call a timeout. So you really better get this first down here. Otherwise, you don't get this first down, barring some type of big turnover or something. That could be it. All right, so we're going to see on this 4th down here. If you're a Seminole, obviously you know what this stop means. But if you're the Hurricanes, got to find a way to get this first down. You have to. You've already burned 2 timeouts, so you just got 1 timeout remaining here. All right, 4th and 2. Let's see what happens here. And the crowd definitely loud here. And so Williams looking to scramble for it. He reached out. Did he get it? It's like the ball disappeared, honestly. Ooh, Williams looks like he's in some pain right now. Yeah, Williams is in some pain right now. You can see his legs kicking on the ground. Williams is in some pain. Oh, man. He tried to reach out and extend the ball to get that first down there, just trying to make a play for his team here. And so when he reached out one, I'm not quite sure where the ball is when he goes down, but one thing's for sure, he's holding, is it his elbow? Is it his shoulder, elbow? But he is in a great deal of pain, which means Tyler Van Dyke's about to go in there. And I know there's a lot of sport books out there that are angry because they actually put the player prop up for Tyler Van Dyke thinking that he was going to start. And so for anybody that took the under, if he goes out there and takes a snap, then you're good. I believe he got that first, though. It looks like he got that first. I don't know exactly when his knee touched the ground. Maybe I see it here on this drive here. Let's see. Oh, well, actually, well, they said the yellow line is unofficial. That yellow line does not look the same place where the chain's at. So, but first things first, hopefully their quarterback will be okay. But there's a lot of people rushing to him right now. Meanwhile, Tyler's getting warmed up here. Rating says 35-28. Is that the final score with Washington? 35-28. Okay, Washington wins. Okay. Well, congrats to them. Another big win, another team that was, ranked in the top 20, another W. So you add that to your resume. And man, we're going to have some very interesting conversations at the end of the year because a lot of these teams that are in close games, that are ranked high, they're coming out and they're winning. They're winning. This is not the year where a two-loss team is going to be in that conversation, like barring something drastic towards the end of the season. No, this is it. It says, yep. Okay, okay. Let's see. Oregon State, Stanford at halftime. Oregon State dominating that one. Okay. Does anybody know if Brock Bowers is playing in this game for UGA? Has that decision been made? You said watching the FSU Miami now? All right, so I didn't get to quite read his lips what he said there, but let's see. All right, so it's going to be up to Tyler right now. Lead this team. I mean, the stakes are extremely high. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, he is in a heap of pain there, but it's good to see, obviously, hoping that he get a full recovery, and we'll get more details on it. They're going to go ahead and write him off. But he tried to do it for his team. Try to do it for his team. And yeah, he is in a lot of pain here. SM says he's waiting for the USC-Oregon game. Oh yeah, that's gonna. I forgot about that one coming up later on. So yeah, that's gonna be a good one too. All these great games, honestly. I feel like you can literally have one loss and take care of business every other game, and then they're like, nope, that one loss is gonna keep you out because everything is so close. Right, here we go. So Tyler throws it incomplete. First pass of the game. 2nd and 10 coming up. At least you know if you're Miami, you've got an experienced quarterback in there who was previously your starter. Now, obviously, he lost his job. That's a whole nother conversation. But previous starter knows the offense. And so now's the time to go out here and show the team, hey, this is what you kept me around for this moment right here. From his own 22-yard line. Hands it to the back. And the back fighting forward there picks up about 3 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. So Miami opts to run the ball here. Having just one timeout. Braden says UCF wins 45-3. Ain't that something? Under 2 minutes to go in the 4th. Again, it's still a 1-touchdown game. Up, and we got a penalty here. Ball starting the offense, backs them up 5 yards. All right, so 3rd and 12. Throws it. Ooh, that's going to be completed. That's going to be completed there. 1:23, okay. If anybody thinks that this game will go to overtime, then go ahead and put JBOT in the chat. That is still very much a possibility. All right, 1st down here from their own 34-yard line out of the shotgun. Tyler throws it. Gets another completion here, takes it to midfield. They blow the whistle on that. So we got 1:07 remaining here. That was a pickup of 15 yards there to Kobe Young. All right, ball almost at midfield. Out of the shotgun. Quick pass, ball deflected there. 2nd down coming up. All right, so 58 seconds left to go in this one. Again, Florida State up by a touchdown right now. They're up 27-20. Braden says no JBOT. And so I agree with you, Braden. I agree with you. If they do score a touchdown, please go for 2. Braden says Miami will throw a pick. And so, Braden, looking into the future again, Ari. That's his specialty. So Braden predicts an interception here. Let's see. Tyler gets the snap. Looking, throws it. That's going to be incomplete. All right, 3rd down coming up. All right, so we got 3rd and 10. Tyler throws it, incomplete. All right, 4th down coming up. So we got 4th and 10 coming up here. Braden says almost a pick. We can't let you do that, Braden. Can't let you correct yourself there. Ooh, Cristobal, he is furious right now. So here we go. 4th and 10 right now. If they don't get this, this will be game. All right, so we got a timeout called here by Florida State. Florida State wants to make sure they go over assignments here. An opportunity to close out the game, and they don't want to miss this. All right, 4th down, 4th and 10. All the hopes of the Miami Hurricanes on this one play right here. Uh-oh, Braden says called it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see for ourselves here. 4th and 10. Tyler gets the snap. On the move. Pressure. Throws it up there. Throws a pick. I don't know how Braden does it, but Braden, he knows. He knows all. And that leaves just 40 seconds for the Seminoles to run out that 40 seconds and be victorious and remain undefeated. What a big time play there by the defense. And so Tyler Van Dyke there had to throw something up. It was 4th down there. So if he took a sack or threw an incompletion there, wouldn't have helped him. So, man. Perhaps if that running back in the background was running a route, maybe they could have done that. But that was tough. That was tough. Interception. And that's all she wrote. So we're going to go ahead and end the poll here. So, but hey, we did have ourselves a good game. JB did predict it would be a good game. So, wow, 27-20. Wow. Braden says, I can't believe I got it right. SM says, good call, Braden. He says, give Braden props where it's due. And so, yeah, Braden, I don't know how you did that one, Braden. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it. First, it was the 2-point play where you did the opposite there. You put JB in the wrong direction because you knew they were going to go for 2. You knew they were going to score over 20. You knew. All right, Seminoles went out there and took a knee with there's a penalty. Come on. Why are we throwing a penalty right now? Why are we throwing flags? Just take the knee. Braden says, great stream, JB. Good night. Yes, good night to you. And, hey, everybody, appreciate you guys for coming through. There's going to be plenty of great games later on. I know I'll be watching that USC-Oregon one later on at some point for sure and checking out some of the other games. I will be paying attention to my Buckeyes as well. Make sure that we go out there and take care of business as well. But, yeah, you guys, thank you so much for coming through. And so next stream will be Sunday Night Football. And for Sunday Night Football, we have – what matchup did they give us for Sunday Night Football again? For Sunday Night Football's matchup is going to be the Jets and the Raiders, 2 teams that we have streamed so many times already. What are they doing to us? What are they doing? It's like only 8 teams signed a contract to do these primetime matchups, I guess. I don't know. But that's the matchup we got. Jets and Raiders there tomorrow. What are they doing to us on the primetime slots? Anyways. SM says Jets and Raiders, I think. And so, yes, it's the Jets and Raiders. We get to see Aiden O'Connell go out there and make a start versus Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, Aiden O'Connell. Of all the games playing, this is the matchup they gave us. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Jets have tried fighting hard this year. They really have, despite the injuries. You know, Zach Wilson is trying to grow up before our very eyes, just at a very slow rate. But he's trying. I'm excited for Aiden O'Connell, though. I am excited for him. SM says, LOL, NFL needs to flex more games. I thought they had that conversation going, SM. I thought that was the conversation that they were trying to have, you know, like, oh, we're going to be flexing our game. I haven't seen a single game flexed and stuff like that. Like, We just watched the Bears and the Panthers. We literally just watched that. Then you put the Jets and the Raiders on too on a primetime slot. No offense to those two teams, but really, is that what we're doing? I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. That should have been maybe the Browns and the Ravens. That would have been a good one. Or maybe the 49ers and the Jaguars even. That would have been a good one as well. But come on, man. Really? Come on. Anyways, though, NFL problem aside, thank you guys so much for coming through. Going to go ahead and end the stream here.